What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, do yourself a favor, subscribe, hit that bell notification, come join the team because we get in baddies over here. All right, man, today's video, let's get straight into it. Women want you to play hard to get. I know you probably looking at me like, bruh, that's cap. Women want to know that I'm gonna be that dude that's there for them and gives them what they want and what they looking for and what they need and just is a provider and protector and everything that she has on her dream board of the perfect man. She needs to know this up front. And that's why you guys are struggling and over explaining and doing too much and being extra. If you have not booked a one-on-one, first link in the description. I hear it all. Mystic, bruh. I've been talking to this girl for this amount of time, and I feel like she's playing games with me. Like she's not really giving me everything that she was in the beginning. And I'd be like, well, what happened in the beginning? Why do you think it switched up? Well, you know, I was talking to all these girls, and I was kind of just doing my own thing and not really showing her no mind. And okay. Well, why do you think it switched? Like, what are you doing right now? Well, I mean, you know, now I'm, exclusive with her, and I asked if she would be exclusive together and kind of just cut everybody else off because I know she was talking to other dudes and stuff. Bruh, do you hear yourself? Look, you were doing your own thing. You were locked in on you. You had an abundance of baddies. She knew that, but you weren't thrown off by that. You weren't like, she sees me with all these baddies, I need to cut them off and show her how much I'm just locked in on her and I just want her only. You weren't giving off this one-itis, needy, desperate behavior, and she found that attractive. The second you started to question, you caught feelings, right? And you were questioning whether or not she's caught feelings at the same level, and if she's gonna cut off all these dudes, that's when you done messed up. That's when you done messed up. Because then she knew you easy to get. She did not question where you stood in, I guess you could say, the relationship, or because a relationship doesn't mean that you're romantically involved. It can mean just knowing that person, you guys' relationship as whatever you were. You were friends, maybe talking stage, getting to know each other to see if you guys would romantically work long term, and she was filling out the situation. She was really into you, but a lot of the reason she was really into you is because she did not know and kind of felt like you weren't really into her as much as she was into you. So it was a chase. It was a challenge. It was a pursuit. And the second she felt that shift, she started to pull away. So yes, women want you even more when you are very hard to get, when you are a challenge where she doesn't know. Like, yeah, you're giving her a little bit, you're doing the push-pull, you're showing her attention, you're giving her a little bit of validation, letting her know that you're attracted to her, but then you're also doing your own thing. You're on your purpose. You're out, you're with your friends, you're having a great time, you're vibing. She doesn't know your whereabouts at all times. She doesn't know what you got going on. She's still questioning. You have to keep that level of mystery alive, because if you don't, you're gonna live in this illusion of, oh no, things are smooth, things are good, she likes this, and then one day just smacks you upside the head and things flip, complete 180. Now you're over here, lost, dazed and confused. You was clapping cheeks, breaking backs, bending her over a balcony in Miami. Now all of a sudden, she was some dude named Andy, Alpha Andy. And you somehow became Beta Billy. You're looking in the mirror like, how did this happen? How did I become the person I never thought of becoming? Because you slowly lay your guard down. You stopped being locked in and doing you. You started to do whatever you thought she wanted you to do. All right, so this is a big thing, man. Make sure you cop Magnetic by Mystic Cologne. Link in the description. You always gotta smell good. You always gotta, be on point with that. You have to understand that women do not want a man that wants them more than they want him. You gotta get that through your head. You've been watching Disney movies, you've been watching, I don't know what you've been watching. They be feeding you lies. All these romantic movies, all these The Notebooks, different spin-offs of that. Hey, can we watch this? And then your girl's over here crying, right, while you watching it. And then you're thinking, that's it. Ding, 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 ding. She wants me to do that. She wants me to simp out. She wants me to chase her and just flood her with flowers and show up at her work and plead for her back. Because in the movies, right, they always get back together. They fall in love, they have the conflict and the fallout, and then he fights for her love back. She realizes he's Prince Charming, and they're inseparable and can't live without each other, and they reunite and live happily ever after. That's not real life. If you want to live happily ever after, make sure you live happily ever after with yourself first. And then everything gonna work out with old girl, okay? Prioritize yourself, always put yourself first. Does not mean be disrespectful, does not mean disregard her feelings or emotions. It just means making sure there's still enough space for her to chase. That's it, you know? Like I said, the moment she's not wondering where you stand, 100% clear on your intentions and where you lie, and basically having absolutely zero fear of possibly losing you. Now, I don't want you to think of this in a negative way where you're like, well, I want her to feel comfortable and trust me and not question me or feel like I'm gonna be cheating and all of that. I'm not saying none of that. Maybe a small percentage, you know. But also, I'm not telling you to go cheat. Don't do that. Don't be creeping. Don't be doing none of that. What I'm saying is make her always feel like you have that capability and possibly wonder, well, I mean, is he? You know, he's always so busy. He's always, you know, just in the mix. He's always doing this. He's always doing that. He's always just full of life, and he's just so attractive because he's so high value that why wouldn't all these baddies want to be with him? A lot of times, y'all stop being high value, stop chasing your purpose and being on your grind, and you sink to this level that's beneath who you were meant to be and who you were originally, that she's looking at you like, this is pathetic. Baddies probably are not flocking to this dude, this version of you at least. So just be Himothy, you know? Be the one that can attract a whole ton of baddies. Are you gonna get with them? Not while you with her, because you respect the relationship and you're just a good solid dude. You're a genuine dude. But guess what? You're Himothy. You could if you wanted to. You don't need her. She's there and she's playing this role in your life that's benefiting and adding to your life. And if she's not, then you can separate. You know what I mean? You can part ways and move on. Respectfully, she goes her way, you go yours. And then guess what? You have a plethora of baddies throwing it at you. Oh my God. It's overwhelming. It really is. It gets to a point, you know? Yeah, man, you got to leave that space for her to chase you. And this is what they want. This is what they want. Just look at the track record of all the women that, you know what I mean, are highly attracted to you. They felt that they always needed to chase you just a little bit, or a lot, or a little, but they had to. That's the moral of the story. All right, you guys, that is it for the video for today. If you guys liked it, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button down below. Also down below, cop you some Magnetic by Mr. Cologne. Book you a one-on-one Zoom call. Cop you some social on occasion trip. And until next time, focus on you, and the women will too.
I know some bitches in Cali, they all be calling me daddy. I know some hoes out in Texas, they all be showing affection.